Can we look at the one-in, one-out deal with France? Because it appears that the Home Office has failed to deport a single migrant. That's despite booking seats on an Air France plane for the past 3 days. This is because of legal challenges, which you could argue was entirely predictable. We've seen this happen before with the Rwanda scheme, haven't we? But this is a farce, isn't it?
Well, look, it's intensely frustrating, and I know that the Home Secretary has expressed quite how frustrated she is at this, and we all are as government ministers frustrated by this last-minute attempt to thwart what we were trying to do to stop people being deported. You know, we're determined for the deportations to begin imminently. The Home Secretary has explained how she will be standing up for the British public's interest in court. She'll be fighting this every step of the way because we want these deportations to go ahead imminently, and that's what she'll be pushing for to make sure that happens.
It's fair to say, isn't it, that Shabana Mahmood appears to be taking more action and appears to be pursuing a much more robust stance on this in the last couple of weeks than Yvette Cooper's done in the last year.
Will he say so at the press conference?
Well, there's been a huge amount of work over the last year when the former Home Secretary was in her position, whether that's getting the Borders Bill, getting that introduced in Parliament and beginning to take that through and get that into law, whether that's closing hotels for asylum seekers, whether that's negotiating deals with the French and so on. We've now got Shabana Mahmood as the Home Secretary, and as you can see, you know, she is saying, as a result of what's happened in the last few days, she won't stand for it. She's intensely frustrated by it, and she's going to do everything she can to fight it every step of the way.
It's strong rhetoric from Shabana Mahmood. Do we need to go further, though? Do we need to review the Modern Slavery Act? Because the case of this individual that we've just been discussing, he initially said he suffered no exploitation when he arrived in Britain. He's then changed his story and said that he was a victim of modern slavery. And this is what we're seeing time and time again, aren't we? A misuse of this defence. Do we need to change it so that migrants are submitting asylum and modern slavery claims together? That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Well, look, I think really, to be honest, what has happened in this case makes a mockery of our laws and of our country's generosity. You know, I think, as I understand it, this individual has decided, you know, they're a modern slave at this late stage, despite having never mentioned that before. And as I say, it is a mockery of our you know, legislation and our modern slavery, which is important legislation. But what this person has done doesn't take that seriously, and that's why the Home Secretary is so determined to take this head on and make sure these deportations can go ahead.